So he was at the top of the key right side, and he drove and just forced himself way in there to make a layup. That was a big play. I really liked the block shot by Josh that led to the pass off of one dribble by Malcolm to Reeves for the layup, got us up 16. I felt like we were really rolling then. Honeycutt got us out to a great start early in the game, knocking down some shots, which was good for him. Obviously, we missed some foul shots late, which we could have helped us make this thing stretched out a little more. I thought Zeke's 6 rebounds were critical in his defense. He did a great job on the glass. We did a better job taking care of it. The first half, we still made some turnovers that we are forcing ourselves as opposed to the defense forcing, which we've just got to continue to grow and get better at. But this was a very important win, and obviously to get in double figures in conference wins is big.
Did you do anything different on Green in the first half? You only had 6 points.
I thought Malcolm just did a great job trailing, and we got a little bit fatigued, late in the game there. I mean, how many minutes did Honeycutt and Nelson play? I mean, I'm really, riding those guys because they're so important. Reeves 34, Honeycutt 36, Malcolm 36. And Malcolm did a tremendous job on Green. And when he did make the one time that he forgot to trail and didn't go with the body, as soon as it happened, that's what kind of got Green going. Along the baseline, there was a shot in the corner opposite their bench that he scored on a little jumper. That kind of got him going. But Green's a great player. I mean, I think he might be one of the most underrated players in the country. That jump shot is lethal. I mean, he is a really, really good player. And I thought Anthony Brown for them was really good tonight. Very good player. He's really good. Growing up in a hurry. What do you have? 16? And he's good.
And you guys really utilized the inside-out approach then. Was that part of the strategy?
Reeves had a great pass out of the post to a 3 for someone. I think it was a Zeke in front of our bench. That was a huge play. I mean, we had 13 assists. They had 13. We just got to do a better job at the foul line. I mean, we missed some foul shots late in the game, and I thought Reeves did a good job stepping up. I think he made. What did he make? That intentional foul was a big play.
3 or 4.
3 or 4.
Because we got it back and went up 8, and they still came back and they made it interesting.
Can you talk about Joshua's defensive presence today and just kind of what he's learning at this point in the season?
Yeah, his big thing is just him being able to play, really hard for major minutes. I mean, he played how many minutes tonight again?
28, I think.
28, and so we're getting more out of him in terms of the minutes played. But he got a little tired. Like one time, he's not far enough out on Owens. Owens makes a little jumper in the second half. He's way too far off. So he's going to fight through fatigue by forcing himself mentally to do it. But, inside his presence offensively, I mean, he made that big shot where we got him right inside and he scored late in the game, about 3 or 4 minutes to go. We needed a basket bad and went right into him along the baseline. He scored. And he missed some, that he's normally going to make. I mean, what did he have tonight? Again, he had 13. And I'm happy because he had 13 and 9, was 1 rebound away from a double-double. He had his mom and his older brother here down from Seattle to watch him play. So it's nice. It's nice to have. And this also is an important win because it has been really brutal to be up here Friday and Saturday coming off a loss. That would have been really tough. It's much better to be, stuck up here on this long road trip all the way until Sunday night coming off a win.
During this stretch, 10 of 11 now, how much growing up has this team done? When you think back to
I think we're getting better. I mean, sometimes, where are we now? We're 18-0 with a 10-point lead. I know we'd love to make it. We're great for television. This is a great team for TV ratings and keeping the fans involved for the sponsors all the way to the very end. So we should get some accommodation for that.
You talk about the balance of the team. You get 3 guys in double figures again.
And that's the key for us. When we've been good here, in my tenure here, we've had great balance. 4 or 5 guys in double figures night in and night out. We're averaging, I think, 5 guys who are in double figures right now for us in conference games. And so that's important because you can't load up on one guy. You never know. I mean, Jerry Emerson's capable of getting a double figure night, shooting off the bench. Same thing with Lamb. So yeah, our balance and having a good balance inside out was very good for us.
Thanks, Coach.
Coach, you were up by 6. I think it was 47-41. Then you went on that stretch and I think stretched it to 16.
That was the stretch that Lee started us
Yeah.
off with that drive to the basket, which was a key play.
Are those the kind of things where you kind of zero in on in film sessions or zero in on and say, do this right? Look what you guys were doing here.
You know what, I'll be honest with you, we have watched, one day in this last stretch, 10 out of 11 games, we have watched very little film of ourselves. They watch it sometimes individually coming in, but as a team, it's such a grind mentally because we put so much time and effort into our preparation for each opponent. See, I don't like having 2 days to get ready to play that Cal game. I just wish we could get in a plane right now, right outside the building here and fly home. Come back up Saturday. It just is what it is.
Budget.
Yeah, but unless you're doing it charter, then it doesn't make sense because going through the whole thing, chartering would make it easier. But that's, I understand that that's not something that we're going to do.
Ben, in the past, had you been more, reflective or whatever word you want to say, going back over film, or is this something that you have always
No.
done?
When the season draws on more and more, we don't watch. We're just watching the next opponent. I mean, I talk to them, and these guys are smart. Like they watch it. I mean, they all watch the game because it's always replayed. Typically on Fox. They're not. It's just like we had 2 days off this week. This is a long season. You see Josh and Tyler Lamb, and hopefully we've got some fun stuff ahead of us. I'm trying to keep it short and sweet as much as possible, but intense. Now, we watch a lot of film of our opponent,
Yeah.
and what we're doing now, we're watching, I shouldn't say we're not watching, we're watching film of ourselves when we get ready to play the next team twice. So like we played this game today, we saw a lot of clips from our first game against Stanford. And I'm just really pleased. I think that he's got a good young team. There's a lot of talent there that is just very young right now at Stanford, and they're a team that is a dangerous team, I think. We did a great job defensively tonight in key junctures of the game.
Was this an time before Green went off? He's one of those kind of kids.
Yeah, he's dangerous. He's at home. This is his home gym. I mean, this is a great shooter's gym. I mean, it really is. They had a kid from down in the Riverside area that was here 3-4 years ago. It was really a great shooter too. What was that kid's name? Good? Anthony Good? I mean, it seems like they've always got some guy that's just a light out shooter. But this kid, I think, is a pro. I think that Jeremy Green will be an NBA player someday. He just shoot. You just can't. You don't see that many guys shoot.
Any other questions, guys?
Hey, they're going to bring the